everybody. My name is little difficult. It's KHAIROO. Where do we go?
And the first person to confirm as the speaker, right, which means so much to me that I have to say that here. It means so much to me, right? Is KHAIROO Khavtay. May I invite you to say a few words? And
I think 8 to 10 minutes.
all right, all right.
Okay.
No, absolutely. You know why? See, this, like I said, it's going to be completely participative, including taking these decisions. I'm very happy with it. All right? So I have no issues whatsoever.
And you take support from all the sources that you can garner, because you are fighting for money, you're fighting for time, you're fighting for quality of your life, you know. Those were the toughest days of my life. And
Before I do the opening address, I'm going to invite the panel to just come up. And
I'm an agent, but I have also made 12 women insurance agents like me. I have empowered them to become agents. I have trained them. I've called them to my office. So I believe in that kind of empowerment. I don't believe they are my competitors. I believe they are my collaborators. Because I think that you are as strong as your women in your profession. You are as strong as your core. And my core is I'm a woman.
So give a blessing or something, you know, that is the reward that is, there are no words for it. And that is the reason we wear our badges, not for the things done.
Women face barriers to full equality and advancement because of such factors as race, age, language, ethnicity, culture, religion or disability. This is not only in Goa, India, it's all over world, and more it's in Asia. Persistence of certain cultural, legal and institutional barriers makes women and girls with disabilities the victim of twofold discrimination.
So safe. No, isn't it? I think all of you will agree with me. I think in Goa it's very good to work. People are good. People are nice, honest. And I think it's wonderful to work in Goa. I think it's the best place to work in Goa. I don't have any complaints about working in Goa at all. My experience has been so good. I'm like one, you know, I like. Everything is not money, you know. There are so many rich women who come to me today for counseling and mentoring. They say we have time, we have money, but we want to do something for the society. So I show them a path, I show them a way. I show them a way because, not because I'm somebody great and I've done something great. I show them a way because I have fallen many times.
And thank you so much. KHAIROO, awesome. The next speaker. Great job. And the idea is that we have the recording. It's not something fancy. We're going to listen to it again, pull out some of the great stuff you've said, and analyze it and see if it's implementable. You know, and we try and come back to you and discuss it with you. Because it's your idea, or at least it's part of your larger idea, etc., etc. So that is the whole idea, and then we have an implementation plan. Right? I've been talking about it all the time, and that starts as soon as we are confident that we've got enough of that kind of dope, right? That I was talking.
We don't focus women with the disability separately. India was the one of the signatories for UNCRPD, United Nations Convention on Rights of Persons with Disability. The text of the convention contains an article on women with disability as well as several references to girls, women and gender issues. It emphasizes the need to incorporate a gender perspective in all efforts to promote the full enjoyment of human rights and fundamental freedom by persons with disability.
He can do it by approaching a Rotary Club or in an Innovate Club in the area.
Their club means it is a club of wives of Rotary.
Yeah, wives or
where there is oil, where there is frying going on, all that, I wouldn't want to employ. I would employ with my...
But he's here to also talk a lot about women in the legal profession. We all know how important that is, because if it's a women's issue and a man has to fight that case.
Countrymen coming in the morning with his potli and doing, and for 5 rupees.
So I'm writing on a clean slate. They learn from me and they cook as well as I do. That's the thing.
They go about, getting them jobs. They work with a lot of companies. In fact, what little research I had done a few years back, I knew that IBM was, every year there are these awards, right? Part of the HR awards, part of the corporate awards, etc. IBM got some, and Procter & Gamble, ICICI has got some great awards for gender this year. Something done by Mothers International and Avatara Consulting. Like you have the, best employers, and you have the best companies to work for, best colleges to go to, etc. So,
2011, widening its difficult definition of disability, there are now 33,012 disabled persons in Goa, a figure that has doubled in the last decade for 15,749 recorded by census 2001.
we have worked with Disha also. We are going to host their sports.
Gender-related issues. Let me clarify that. Though he might touch upon it on a broader level, right? I'm sure he's exposed to all of that, and we can get some inputs from that.
My name is a little difficult. It's KHAIROO, which is my first name. I carry Andani because that's my maternal family I came from, my paternal family, my father's surname. And I added a Khavtay. Mine is an interreligious marriage, so I decided to carry both the surnames because I think I married very young, and I think our values, our roots are given to us by our parents. And once we get married, we just put the garb down and we take another garb, and I don't agree to that kind of thinking. So I thought I should carry both the surnames. And I met a boy who turned out to be my husband, and I think he's still my friend. So we had these quite a few discussions, and we agreed that it would be like this mutually. I also told him very clearly that I would not convert because at that time I was very religious, but today I stand tall in telling you that I'm very spiritual because I wanted to be like that, and I wanted to keep my roots very firmly grounded. Mine is an interreligious marriage, and my husband was a middle class, and we were also middle class, so we had to start from zero. My aim of getting into the insurance or running a beauty salon was very clear. I wanted to make money. I needed to make my dreams come true because when I got married, my in-laws were staying in a rental apartment, and we didn't have a house of our own, if you understand what that feels like. And of course, during those days, everybody stayed in rental apartments. So it was not a big thing not to have a house. But yes, we were looking at a house of our own. So our dreams were very simple. We were on a bike, so we wanted a car. And we just wanted a house of our own. That's all we started with life. So as I stand today, I always tell that, I'm in a profession of blessings, and I have been blessed abundantly. Like what I had thought, I've got much, 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 much more than what I had thought. So I think it is not your hard work, it is not your perseverance. I think it is something more bigger than that. I think it is something to do with the karmic cycle, with something that is beyond your human mind can think of, something beyond. Because I was average. I am an average student. I'm an average human being. I'm not somebody great to get what I got in life. That's what I think. I'm very average. I'm very simple. So I think it's a lot of blessings, and for which I stand here today very tall in my profession. I remember in school and all, I used to be the shortest in the class. Even now I'm wearing like a good 3 inches to stand here. So in school also I used to be shortest, and I used to always think, that, oh, why has God punished me? Why has He made me so short? But today when I stand, I go for speeches, I go to Bombay, I stand in Shanmukhanand Hall, I talk in front of an audience of 3,500, and this is the height which God has given me in my profession. So I feel very humbled, and thank you for calling me Mr. Nabar. So that was my introduction, if you call it so. And I started my journey by walking because I didn't have a bike. I was newly married bride, and I used to carry one pishwi. In Konkani, you call it a plastic bag, because I didn't have anything else. So I used to have a plastic bag, and I used to put my ready reckoner. We used to roam with a ready reckoner. When you become an agent, you're given a book by which you do your calculations. And of course, you needed a calculator and a pen and some forms, and that's how I started. Of course, and later on, my first commission came, so my husband said, no, you must have a bike because that's how you'll need to move, and it's difficult. Then, of course, I went on to buy a mobile. I needed a credit card, and so we went on. It got only better, because in the first 5 months, my development officer told me, see, KHAIROO, you will have to do 12 policies. Otherwise, you will not get your renewal commission. So somehow, by the grace of God and my friends, and because I was a local person, I was a Panjim girl, I was a Panjim daughter-in-law, I went to the school in Donapal, I went to a college in Panjim. So I knew people, like everybody I knew, at least on a high-to-buy basis, or at least from the face. So I used to go to the Hindu community, because I used to say, okay, I'm Manohar Khavtay's daughter-in-law, or Manoj's wife. And I used to go to my Smiley community, who are very, very successful business people. So they gave me the big premiums, and went through all that, and then it came to a crucial time when I had to decide, okay, should I do the salon as well as the LIC, or should I just do, I had to choose. So I thought, I took some time, and I thought I should do insurance business, because I realized that insurance business needed a little bit more skills than doing a beauty salon business, with all due respect to that business, if anybody's sitting from this profession. Remember, I made a lot of money in that business, so I love that profession. And I was good at it. So beauty salon business, you need to be there, You need to be there. You need to break your back. You need to be there. You need to be standing there. You need to be there 24/7. Today I sell my life insurance on WhatsApps. I have clients in Pune. My staff goes and picks the checks in Pune, because I have a small office in Pune. I have a small office in Bombay. I have a small office in Margao, and I have another office in Karanzalem. So this is the power of insurance, and I'm very happy to tell you that. So if I have more and more women walking on the roads selling insurance, that gives me a lot of strength, and that gives me a lot of contentment that yes, I added some value to the society, because how long can I sell, no? There is a time limit for every forte, however hired you are. So I've also started mentoring women in my profession. I also have mentored 42 women. 12 I've made them agents, and 42 women I've mentored them to become second earners. Because I was the chairperson of Women's International Network, wherein I held 11 Jamaat Khanas in my community. So I looked after Kolhapur, Belgaum. I used to go to Dharwad, Hubli, and few places in Maharashtra. And I've made a lot of women second earners. I used to go to them, I used to counsel, I used to tell them watch less TV, do whatever, and then we used to make them second earners. We used to work on their strengths, never on their weaknesses. So we used to work on their strengths, whatever their strengths are, and then we should tell them how to make money out of the strength. I'm very good at it. You tell me your strength, I'll tell you how to make money out of your strength. You give me anything, I'll tell you how you can make money out of it, how you can make it a profession, how you can make it your vocation. 10 minutes there by the clock. So they asked me how difficult it is to work as a woman in India. As a woman in India, it's very difficult. But I think as a woman in Goa, it's very easy, you know. Because we can all gallivant till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. We go for late night movies. We come home. When I'm running late, I'm just driving like so fast, and sometimes my car wheel goes off, and 2-3 people will come. They'll just lift my car and they'll go. Even before I can turn to say thank you, they are gone. So this happens only in Goa, you know. I say it in my talks also in Bombay and all. You know, Delhi women and all, they get up from the audience and they ask me, क्या आपको डर नहीं लगता? आप अकेले घूमते हो, आप रात भर घूमते हो, आप अकेले जाते हो, clients बुलाते हैं, तो पता नहीं चलता है ना कौन है क्या है. But you have that gut feeling, no, when you enter somebody's house, office. For my LIC of India, I'm a registered mentor for general insurance also. I've registered. I'm also a registered mentor with USA MDRT Focus. So anywhere anybody wants a mentoring session, I do it free. Okay. So I do it free, but then I have my timings, and I'm very, very strict mentor. If you are going to do mentoring with me, I need results, and you have to listen to me. You don't have a choice. You should not use your bheja then. Then it is my mind who works for you, and you do as I say. Because I too have a mentor in Bombay. I've fallen and I have got up. I've fallen and I've got up. So I think I'm entitled to do that. And is my 10 minutes up? Yes, my time is up. So